Ugh, never mind. So many childhood friends. There are just too many. After finishing the manga, I put it away in my bag and got up from my seat. In pretty much all manga, novels, and anime, the main character usually has a childhood friend. But a childhood friend who's in love with the main character? That's the ultimate inconvenience. It's so cliched that it's starting to bore the readers. Fantasy is getting ridiculous at this point. While muttering that, I head towards the next classroom. As I peek into the classroom from the hallway, it was as if she was waiting for me, and our eyes meet. She's, right, my childhood friend, Sara, and I'm Ryushi Takagumo.
Sorry everyone, it's about time. See you tomorrow.
Sara, surrounded by girls, beams a big smile and rushes over to me. She'd be wagging her tail if she had one. She's so excited. Is this what they mean by your tongue drying up before you know it?
Has your tongue dried out? Should we have a passionate kiss or something?
I can't quite hear you. Convenient for you, huh? That's a scary story. A beautiful person in disguise must be referring to someone like her. This childhood friend, who is more handsome than cute, is hugely popular among the same sex. She's always surrounded by girls at school and is popular both seniors and juniors. Her dad is Spanish, so she's tall and has an amazing figure. For her sweet looks, she's built an unshakable position at school.
What's up? Are you interested in my butt or something?
You're like a dog, you know? Here, give me your paw.
Okay.
Did I just hear a strange sound?
Maybe you're in heat.
I see.
I accidentally let my desire slip. How embarrassing.
You're really something, you know?
So you'll be escorting me today? Let's hold hands then.
She says this and easily takes my hand. Even though we're in high school, we end up holding hands and going home together.
Yes, Sarah. Feel free to eat. Thanks as always. It's fine. You're like my daughter. I'll do my best to beat your expectations. You're so cute. Yeah, I'll give you Ryusu's natural drink. It's been proven effective by Dad.
Oh! Stop being embarrassed. It's gross. Wait, you're embarrassed too? I'm really done with this family. It's a wonder I'm not rebellious. Today's dinner was livelier than usual because she was here. Her parents are busy and sometimes don't come home for a while. So it's a familiar sight for us that she eats with us when her parents aren't around. That's fine. It's fine, but... At least take a bath at your own house.
Don't say that. Besides, we used to bathe together all the time back then.
When was that?
Just 2 years ago.
Oh, right. I remember now. It was really recent. She may look like an elegant beauty, but she's incredibly spoiled. Her parents, and even my parents, spoiled her a lot when she was young. A genocidal monster was born with the sole purpose of destroying my reason. I'm the only one around her who didn't spoil her. It's a school day tomorrow, so let's get to bed.
Yeah, I'm reluctant to leave our time together, but it can't be helped. Here I go.
Hey, what are you doing?
What's wrong? Let's go to bed. You can use me as a pillow.
No! Go to sleep at your own house.
I find your bed the most relaxing. It feels like being wrapped up in comfort of Mom's womb, and I could sleep peacefully.
If you remember anything from that time, that'd be way too scary. Totally freaked out.
I'd like to sleep in bed with you every day.
How is this a Prince Charming? It's ridiculous that someone like her is treated like a Prince Charming at school. But since I'm partly to blame for that, I can't really be too harsh on her. She's always been a standout girl since childhood. Even back then, she had a fantastic figure and seemed to attract inappropriate attention from adults and others around her. I was the one who suggested she cross-dress to avoid those looks. She agreed right away. Since then, she started hiding her figure. She stopped wearing girly clothes and began acting like a boy, playing rough and tumble games with me. Our relationship had become as close as if we were the same gender, and we were best friends without any reservations. So, it was normal for us to play until we were covered in mud and then take a bath together or nap together. That kind of relationship still exists today, but it has its downsides. She had gotten used to acting like a Prince Charming. It's totally my fault she turned out this way. Wow, that's right! Your thing is hitting my back!
Reducity. It's at its peak right now. 980 yen.
That's cheap.
And now 30% off.
You're awake, aren't you? Of course, I overslept the next morning. What's wrong? You got huge dark circles under your eyes. While enjoying the feeling of an airbag on my back, I ended up wide awake. Airbag? And I licked my ears and stuff. Also, that thing got bigger again. Maybe it's in a constant growth phase. You're such an idiot. Airbags are supposed to be on the front, not the back. I don't like logic. It's a bus bag, not an airbag. What's that about? I'm curious. I felt like I might fall asleep during class at this rate. When did it become after school? Checking the clock, I see the classes are already over and there are a few people left in the classroom. You've definitely slept too long. Why didn't you wake me up? Huh? What are you reading? I'm wondering, do you really need the color pages at the beginning of weekly show-in magazines? He says this while flipping through the colorful pages at the start. Come to think of it, show magazines often have gravure on the cover. I'm not that interested, but maybe there's actually a demand for it. Anyway, if you're going to have a girlfriend, it's better if she has a good figure, right? Is that so? I don't really care. Don't pretend you don't. Look at this big thing. This is what men dream about, right? He says this while I glance through the magazine. It's certainly impressive, but compared to that, Sara's is even bigger. Speaking of which, Sara's a surprisingly good figure too. She's your childhood friend, right? What's she really like? Sara? She might have a good figure, but she's not my type. That makes sense. She's a Prince Charming, and I can't even imagine her in a bikini. She never really liked going to the beach or pool since she was little. She avoids activities that show off skin. It's probably due to a childhood trauma. Even though I'm a guy, there are times where I can't help but see her that way. But if I were to act on those feelings, I'd betray her trust. The reason she can be herself in front of me is because our relationship has kept those feelings at bay. It's best to keep these feelings of mine, which go beyond just friendship, hidden inside.
I go to meet him when he's usually late to class. He's always been bothered by the fact that I'm surrounded by people. Being popular is tough. He's praised me as Prince Charming, but that's not really who I am. Only he knows the real me. I've sent him messages but haven't gotten any replies. I start to worry and naturally quicken my pace. Is he feeling unwell? If so, I should take care of him. Supporting a partner is a wife's job. Of course we're not together yet, but I have no doubt that we will be someday.
Sara? You might have a good figure, but she's not my type.
When I peek into the classroom, I see him talking to friends. I'm shocked by the words I accidentally overhear. What? No way. This can't be true. He said that I am not his type for romance. He really sees me as just a childhood friend and not as a woman. The sadness from accidentally discovering the truth overwhelms me, but I also feel uneasy. Oh, that's not it. Everyone calls me a Prince Charming and I dress like a guy. He's kind. I know he always tries not to see me that way. Even those words he said earlier might have been because he thought I dislike him. He and I are best friends. Our relationship isn't something that can be shaken by a single comment. I know his kindness better than anyone. But... I like him. I say this in front of a mirror. The reflection in the mirror shows me as a girl in love, no matter how anyone looks at it. I'm not a Prince Charming in front of him. I want to be a princess. Even though I hate it, I still want him to look at me with those lustful eyes. I want him to give me those slazy, lustful looks. I'm going to stop being a Prince Charming. There's no need to be scared like that in the past. He's by my side. I won't let anyone take him away from me. He's my Prince Charming. A fake prince can never win against the real thing. That's absolutely true. I've always been head over heels for him, and there was never a chance I could win. Wait for me. I'd do anything for you. You have a great figure. I've been told that since a long time ago. There have been times I've struggled with insecurities. But if that makes him happy, I'm only grateful to my parents. I had no hesitation about using my body as a weapon.
I've done something bad to her. I check my phone and see a bunch of messages from her. I didn't notice them at all because I was mostly asleep at school. It seems I made her mad and she went home alone. Honestly, I feel bad for her. She didn't seem angry though. When I called earlier, she sounded quite different. Well, she's usually a bit strange, but she didn't sound angry. She mentioned she might come over to my place, but her voice was oddly determined. Sorry about today. I was actually sleep deprived. You were late, but it's something... I'm stunned as she suddenly appears in front of me.
Hey, Ryusui! Sorry, I needed a bit of courage myself.
The girl standing there had nothing to do with being a Prince Charming. What's going on? Did you eat something bad?
I'm perfectly healthy, but how do you think I look? I tried hard.
How do you mean? She looks like an angel in her feminine outfit. She usually doesn't wear skirts, and today, her top weirdly emphasizes her chest. Can I be honest with you?
Yeah, I want to hear what you really think, please.
She swallows hard, her eyes frighteningly serious. I feel an intense thirst. Under the overwhelming tension, I just quietly opened my mouth. Are you a perv? As soon as I said it, I realized I messed up. It just slipped out. Even though she probably hates being seen that way, I couldn't hold back. It's because she's cute. What can I do? Not my fault. She looks down, possibly in shock. It was the moment when our friendship cracked. Sorry, I didn't mean anything by it.
Yeah, I'm a perv.
Hey Sara, what's wrong?
I came here today because I wanted you to understand that I'm a girl.
I get it already. I already understand. What's gotten into you?
I'm not going to let you say I'm out of romantic interest.
Did you overhear our conversation in the classroom?
I understand too. I know that's your kindness.
Sure, I've tried not to look at you that way, but this is really pushing it.
What's pushing it? You don't know my feelings. How dumb.
You suddenly seem like you've regressed to a child. Ignoring my panic, she gives a meaningful smile.
Child? We're in high school now. The reason I was late coming here was because I bought this.
What she placed on the desk is a condom. Why the heck did you bring that? Wait, calm down. You don't need to panic.
I'm already at my limit. I can't be anyone's Prince Charming anymore. I want to be a princess, only yours. If you're into it, I don't mind not using this, but we're high school students, you know? It's just etiquette.
Is that the issue? I might have said you're out of my romantic interest, but that was just...
It's okay. I'm grateful that you've always tried to protect me, but I'm not the same as I used to be back then.
I realized I might have been pretending she's still a child. She's grown so much. Actually, she's grown too much. More importantly, hasn't it gotten even bigger?
Aren't you happy? That's my happiness. Alright, let's get started. We're both beginners here. We'll get better as we go along.
Oh yeah, we have homework too. I'm terrible at math, you know?
I won't let you go away with this. The night is long.
No! So, our relationship hit a major turning point. What happened next? Don't make me say it. It's embarrassing. One thing's for sure though, I won't say what, but let's just say I've grown a lot from my memories.
Sorry about that. Unfortunately, the prince has retired. I'm Rusiri's girlfriend now. Huh? No, it's not like that. This is what I've always wished for. Don't cause him any trouble. If you do, you'll ruin your own lives. Just a little warning. Don't worry, though. I'd be happy if you watch over us warmly. Blessings are welcome. By the way, he's so strong. I've fallen for him all over again. What? You know what? His...
Hey, are you alright? Your dark circles are worse than yesterday. I'm sleep deprived. It's like madness right now, not just an airbag. And you're causing a stir. What's going on with Sara? I want to know too. Her wild behavior shows no sign of stopping. She's completely switched from the prince-like style to wearing skirts and feminine uniforms, and that's making her popular in a different way. That's fine. Problem is, she's not just hiding her feelings from me, she's flaunting them even at school. To others, we probably look like a hopelessly dumb couple.
Ryusuri, here you go.
Thanks.
Is it good? Or do you want me to eat you instead, huh? Let's save that for tonight.
Yeah. I don't know if I should be jealous or not. I can hear you guys, you know. But unlike me, it seems like she doesn't hear a thing from the people around her. They say love is blind, but maybe it's also deaf.
By the way, I've gotten a gift for you. It's this.
She hands me the gift she took out. When I open it, it's a deep red handkerchief.
This is my secret, but seeing a red handkerchief gets me excited.
Now you're suddenly pulling out some hometown appeal?
It's like a symbol of our engagement.
Our relationship is moving way too fast.
By the way, will you come shopping with me after school?
Sure, but what are you buying?
It's about that thing from yesterday. I thought one box wouldn't be enough. I don't really need it myself, though.
Someone do something about this crazy childhood friend of mine. Is there no help?
Oh, and your mom said she's looking forward to seeing a grandchild soon.
Even my parents are getting involved?
Hey, you're waving your handkerchief around too much.
Huh? Is there something more to this? And why are your cheeks so red?
I'm getting excited.
Shut up. And so, the prince disappeared from our school. What was left was a transformed version of me. My childhood friend's love was deeper and greater than I ever imagined. Childhood friends are amazing.